morning. So it was cloudy, the sun's just come out, and it's Sunday again, and we're going to Burnham-on-Crouch, which is in Essex. It's a small town, it's on the River Crouch, popular with bikers, going up to Walkers in Mildenhall first, and we're going to wiggle through Suffolk and Essex via Clare, which we saw the other week, and down towards Burnham-on-Crouch. Burnham-on-Crouch is famous for the Burnham Bends, which I'll tell you about as we ride.
Well, this isn't a good start. Look at this crap on the road. I mean, I'm on the opposite carriageway there because it's just so dirty. That's not good. Okay, so we've actually left Walkers, didn't film anything there, so we're heading south. We are heading through a village called Sicklesmere, which is not something you go to the hospital for. It's actually a place. Can't say it's particularly attractive, but bloody cyclists. But there's typical Suffolk. There's nice cottages and nice thatched buildings and stuff like that. So it's okay. I don't normally come this way. There's a nice pub. Always like a nice pub. We're gonna head down towards Bury St Edmunds. We're gonna head down towards Sudbury. So we have been to Sudbury before, multiple times, so nice church there. And so I'll tell you about the Burnham Bends before we get there. So the Burnham Bends are a series of 10 90-degree right angle bends, another nice cottage. They're on the B1010, which is the road approaching Burnham-on-Crouch from the west. So Burnham-on-Crouch is obviously a town on the River Crouch in Essex, and it's got chip shops and a few little cafes. It's not a massive seaside resort, it's on an estuary, and so if you're a biker and you're in this area, you will probably know about the Burnham Bends. I think people talk them up quite a lot. I have done them multiple times before. I used to live in Essex. I learnt to ride in Essex. I did the Burnham Bends first on a 125 about 10 years ago. And actually, they used to scare the shit out of me. That's because I'd literally done my CBT a few weeks before, and I took the 125 out to Burnham-on-Crouch with a guy who was on an R1. Right, and he got really frustrated with me because I was going really slow. Don't think it's going to be like that today. I think I'm going to be the one that gets frustrated. But having done them since on big bikes, proper bikes, call them what you will, I think it's probably just going to be a series of 90-degree bends. I don't think it's got the excitement, say, of somewhere like the Horseshoe Pass or the Snake Pass. Now, this is a busy road. We're in Sudbury, and you'll notice Lee has gone to the front, and so that we can all get out together. Watch this. This is how you do it. So, oh look, it just takes ages. It's not blocking the road. It's just taking ages. So we all get out. So then we go and get some petrol. Right, we've got petrol. We're heading now, we're carrying on south. We're going through. Now I said we were going through Clare. I lied, we didn't go through Clare. We've come off route somewhat so that we could get petrol. We're going through Great Connaught, or Cornard, they pronounce that, and Bewers. We're heading down towards we're gonna pass Colchester by. We're not gonna go into Colchester. And we're heading down into Essex that way. But it's still pretty. It's not as nice as Suffolk in terms of scenery, but you've got a lot of these weatherboard houses which are typically Essex, and you know, that was very nice there. And so far there are dark clouds looming there. Now this is Tiptree. Tiptree is well, I don't like Tiptree. It's a very dull town. Sorry if you live there. It's flat, it's boring, it's dominated by a jam factory, and old age pensioners come and look around the jam factory. Not really my sort of place. So we're actually just going through Tiptree. Right, so we're here. Now, you know you're approaching the Bends, you pass the pub on the left. That's the Three Horseshoes, I think it's called. And when you get to this old manor house, which is now a care home, you can see on the sign there, look, Burnham, B1010, and it warns you of the first 90 degree. Now, unfortunately, we've got a load of cars in front of us, so you're not going to get the thrill of this. And I mean, I've not been here for a year or so. It was last year I came. So that's Bends number 1, and then what you've got now in short succession, and we're having to brake, look, because of the cars. You've got bend number 2. They are all 90 degree bends. They are all to the left, right, left, right, left, right. There's nothing. There's a few little straights like this where you can have a little. If you can overtake, you've got to do it on some of these straights, because the rest of them are all in succession. So here we go again. I mean, it's fun, but you really need the cars to go, because that's quite a nice one. Yeah, I mean, I think if you did this with planning, you would maybe slow down a bit when you get to that pub, so that you can ensure there's nobody in front of you. You might get more of a run. There's 10 of them. Now, when I was on my 125, I used to count them. I'm convinced there used to be 12, but there isn't. There never can have been, but hey ho. I mean, if you can overtake, if you wanted to overtake, there are opportunities, because it's nice to have the road to yourself. And back round to the right. I reckon if you're a learner, I think, well, I did it as a learner, you'd enjoy it. But I say, did used to scare the shit out of me on the 125. But really, as a, I guess as an adult, I was an adult as a learner, but as a proper biker, doesn't quite have the same thrill anymore. The cafe at the end used to sell t-shirts that would say, "I've done the Burnham Bends," as if it was something amazing. I mean, it's a little rite of passage, I think, if you're in Essex. Some of the roads slightly north of here are known as the Essex TT. There's some quite nice roads that we came in on. And you've actually got some little hills as well. It's not all flat round there. Right, I think, because we're into the 30, that is the end. I didn't count them, but there are 10. This is a village just outside, just outside Burnham. This is called Ostend, same as its famous neighbour across the North Sea. That's slightly different and not as big. And this road, you just carry on this road, you go through the town centre, and that takes you to the cafe and the chip shop, where everybody parks on the double yellow lines, but it's Sunday, so it doesn't matter. And I've certainly never had any trouble parking. Yeah, the road's a bit... Once you get into the town, that's it. It's just quite ordinary now. Almost an anticlimax. Do with the cafe being a bit far. And this is it. There's the cafe. People park in the square or on the double yellows, and there's the chip shop. It's not rained yet. Some of these boats here have got people living on them. How strange. So we didn't stop long. It does look like it's going to rain. We're going to actually head to Malden, on the way back. We came through Malden and didn't stop, so we're going to try and stop in Malden on the way back. It does look like it's going to rain. As you can see behind me, it's all double yellow, so you can get your bike in that little bollard bit there. So I've been to Malden before. Steph's going to lead, I'm going second, and we're off. That was Burnham-on-Crouch. As I say, pretty town. It's worth doing, but don't expect to get the bends to yourself. And the good thing is, when you leave, you get to do them again. As soon as you get out of the urban bit. There we are. So second go at the bends today. Got them a bit freer today. Nicely done. So I'm heading home after Malden, and been quite a nice day. Hopefully it stays dry. See you at home.
I'm back. I'm absolutely exhausted, and it's quite a long way actually. Really tired. However, that's because I went out last night. On the whole, would I recommend going to Burnham just because of the Burnham Bends? No, because it's just a road and it's just a series of 90-degree bends. If I wanted to experience the thrill of going on the Burnham Bends, I'd get up really early, do about 6 AM when there's nobody on the road, because there's just too much traffic, too many obstacles. You could probably do it in an evening as well, but on a busy summer's day like today, it's just a normal road with 12 90-degree bends on. But on the whole, still had a really nice day. So thank you for watching.